introduce some of my study. Could you switch projector to my laptop? So today I'm going to talk about improving the availability of medical or health information by image processing. So this is a session of e-commerce and digital marketing. So I would like to talk about how we can make use of digital data, especially in the area of health or medical information. So first of all, I will talk about personal health record front-end system for easy data migration from paper-based information. So the motivation of this work is something like this. So this is a little bit old data, statistics, but this list shows the top 10 countries of life expectancy at birth. And as you can see here, Japan is one of the countries where the life expectancy is higher than other countries. So here arises an issue that because of this situation, now the Japanese government have a problem from economic point of view, because the economic liability for sustaining social insurance system is not negligible. So the cost for maintaining social insurance system is becoming higher and higher in recent years. And there is an increased need of self-management of personal health. So the idea is that more Japanese people are recently relying on social insurance system to go to a hospital, even for not serious diseases, just to have a slight cold. Older people will tend to go to the hospital, and that is one reason why the cost of sustaining social insurance system is increasing. So most of the older people are going to hospital as going to the school for young people, and so therefore, Japanese government is trying to minimize the cost for a social insurance system, especially for medical area. So that's why we are recently developing the electronic health record or personal health record system based on information communication technology. Okay. So as you see that Japan is one of the very developed country, and the healthcare system is also well developed. And this is a snapshot of the example of annual health check report. So in my case, Joyce is taking care of the employees' health. So therefore, we once a year we are taking a health check, measuring various kinds of indices, like you see height, weight, BMI, and iron test, and circulatory organ test, and so on. So the items to be checked is more than 40. And this is very good opportunity for us to recognize the condition of our health. But this record is distributed in the form of paper, printed form of paper. So that is printed on the paper and distributed to each of the employees. So this is a problem because just after taking a look at the report, we will forget about it and throw it away. And we have less chances to take track of our health record to see our health condition is going better or not. So one issue is how we can migrate such information to for example, smartphone or laptop PC, to take care of our house by ourselves. So one possible way is to prepare such a web-based system to enter such personal health information on the web one by one by keyboard. But that is time-consuming and it takes time and it's not so much interest for each user. So what we think about this is how we can migrate such printed information of personal health record into mobile devices easily. So how we can do like that? There are devices such as image scanner, which has the ability to recognize character, that is to transfer image information into textual information. But here there is an issue that how we can recognize, how the optical character recognition software can recognize this kind of table by associating the name of attribute and values. So therefore, image scanner with optical character recognition is not a good solution for data migration. So what we saw, and another issue is that, as you can see here, if we apply optical character recognition for pictures that is taken by handheld mobile devices, here appears a certain number of errors, as you can see in the red letters over here. These red letters correspond to errors in optical character recognition. So therefore, easy application of optical character recognition will result so many errors to be corrected by human work. So this is another issue, explains that the simple application of ready-made optical character recognition will not be a solution. So therefore, we have developed a system that will run on mobile devices such as iPad, like this. This is the initial screen of the prototype system. And I'm sorry, this is a little bit dark, but here is a place to select the investigation, the name of the health check organization. And after that, here appears a screen, and so that a user can take a photo of this report of health check. And here appears the screen with the camera screen, so that he or she can take a look at this report on this tablet. And it's a little bit difficult to see, but here appears white rectangles over here, so that it tells the user to know which part of the table he or she should take. And this is the screen, so that it tells the user to show where to shoot on this table. And by showing this kind of intuitive interface to the user, so user is easy to know which part of the table should take to migrate the data. And this is another snapshot showing the result of character recognition. This part corresponds to a picture that he or she just took for this health check report. And this upper half of this part corresponds to the result of recognition. And by doing this, it is very easy to confirm the picture that is taken by the user, to confirm if the result of character recognition is correct or not. And so this screen is synchronizedly, this part and this part are scrolled by a hand gesture in synchronized way, so that the user can confirm the correspondence easily. Okay, now let me move on to the second topic on detection and classification of parasitic worm from microscopic images. So this is a collaborative study with Kanazawa University in Japan. So the matter is something like this. Nowadays, Japan is in Japan, there are much less cases of diseases that is caused by the parasitic worm. So therefore, there are much less chances for a doctor to see this kind of parasitic worm that is observed as in a microscopic image. So the matter is how we can help the doctors to find such a parasitic worm that will be the reason for diseases. However, the difficulty of this topic is something like this. So this is a parasitic worm, but this is not a parasitic worm, but visually this is similar to this. So the matter is how we can separate parasitic worm from outliers, something like this. The method which we can do is to try to learn visual features from positive examples as well as negative examples like this. And how we can do by image processing is something like this. So first we are doing is to decompose the image of this kind of plastic worm into pieces, something like this, and classifying similar visual pieces of information together and accumulate how many visual parts appear in this image. And after that, we will figure out the histogram of the visual parts to see the characteristic of the plastic worm, to see and also it is possible to recognize and identify the species of the plastic worm by taking the similarity of the histogram of visual information. And this is an intermediate result of detecting the plastic worm. But I'm sorry, this is a little bit difficult to see, but over here you can see green lines and red lines that is scattered all over the image on the right. And that is the failure cases of detecting plastic worm. But if you can see the picture on the left, there is a red lines are converged into the area of plastic worm over here. And this shows that the visual matching of the parts of the plastic worm is succeeded to detect this worm. By doing this, it is possible to detect plastic worm from the image and identify what kind of species of the plastic worm is found from microscopic image. Okay, now time is limited, so now let me move on to the next topic on detection and classification of AML. So, as you know, acute myeloid leukemia is one of the serious diseases for human, and AML, that is the abbreviation of acute myeloid leukemia, is simply speaking, a cancer of white blood cell. And detection of the symptom of acute myeloid leukemia cell is very important from the point of view of minimizing the damage of the human. So therefore, it will be very nice if image processing is able to detect and classify AML cell automatically, not taking the effort of doctors. So the story is something like this. So we can offer a blood test to take photos of white blood cell and try to automatically classify and detect AML cell if there is. And the matter is something like this. There are 4 kinds of stages with regard to acute myeloid leukemia. So the matter is how we can detect and classify such white blood cell automatically by the aid of image processing. So the first thing we should do is to detect white blood cell like this from the blood image. So what we do is to convert color representation from RGB to CMY color space to emphasize the difference of the color between red blood cell and white blood cell. And this is the result of taking Y component to emphasize the existence of white blood cell. And after that, we can take a gradient magnitude. Well, that is a little bit complicated story, but simply speaking, it is to try to test the intensity of the luminance to detect the area of white blood cell. And so as you can see here, even if we try to detect white blood cell, this part, it seems to be missing. But this is also a part of white blood cell. So therefore, we will merge two results of strong region detection from Strathmore method, and also we merge with the result of weak points from gradient magnitude to finally detect this complete shape of white blood cell. Okay, so this is a result of detecting white blood cell, as that is segmented with green lines. And after that, classifying the AML cell into the category of M 1, 2, 3, and 5, we will take the features of white blood cell by taking the color features, histogram features, and texture features, and to create 33 dimensions of feature vector to classify each white blood cell by applying support vector machine. But let me omit the detail of support vector machine. But this is an algorithm to classify a AML cell into 4 classes, and this is a result of detection of AML cell. The performance is over 90%, and the accuracy of classification is also BIG, more than 90%, like this. Okay, now let me move on to the last topic of automatic segmentation of jaw from panoramic dental X-ray images from using gradient probe snacks. So this is a collaborative research with Malaysian University, but well, this is an example of panoramic X-ray image of jaw. What we need this kind of image is something like this. So in some cases, because of for example, murder or something like that, there I found a person with very little evidence to identify who he is or who she is. So in such cases, it is very important to detect the alignment of piece as an evidence to identify a person. So in such case, the matter is how we can have this kind of issue by the aid of image processing. So what we want to do first is to detect this area of this oval area that includes this. And because if we try to detect this from this original image without segmentation, the accuracy of detecting this will be worse because such surrounding area of bone will be detected as a failure. So therefore, to improve the accuracy of detecting teeth, we would like to do is to detect this area, this oval area, including teeth. So what we do is to apply K-means clustering and detecting point around the jaw detection, and after that we will apply gradient vector for snakes and to finalize the position of the area including teeth. Well, time is limited, so let me briefly explain how we do this. So first of all, what we do is to detect the upper and lower boundary of the area including teeth like this by changing the resolution of the original image. And after that, we will finalize the border, including the area of piece like this. And this will be the initial condition for applying GBF snake. GBF snake is an algorithm to detect the boundary of the area which includes a specific object in the image. But simple application of the algorithm of snake will result failure, something like this. So these cases are examples of failure cases that is failed to include all the area of piece like this. But applying the initial points so that it includes the jaw, the GBF snake succeeds to include all the area, all the pieces, all the teeth in the overall area like this. And after applying such processing, we are going to detect each piece of the piece to evaluate the spatial feature of the alignment of the piece to identify each person. So the summary of my talk is this. So now we are in the area, in the age of computer science, and the computer is distributed in our life. However, there are a lot of paper distributed information, and that is not yet migrated into mobile devices. So the matter is how we can easily migrate paper-based information into mobile devices to maximize the availability of such data. And there are increasing amount of image or video data, such as medical image or surveillance video, and so on. So therefore, there is more needs of image processing or fast or semi-automated diagnosis or detection. Thank you very much for your attention.
It's a time for queries.
So I think it's a wonderful combination of IT and medical healthcare, how the images can be improved to get a more precise result. So I would be happy to have one or two queries from the audience. No one? So let me have very quickly. So what I understand that you are considering the shape to separate the positive and negative features from the microscopic image. Yes. So except shape, do we have some more other parameters to differentiate in case if there are some architecture somewhere?
Well, what we think is to something like thinking about puzzle, right? So so suppose that here's a single puzzle, right? So what we do is to decompose the target object, like plastic worm, into small pieces of parts, because plastic worm is of course a worm that where the shape may change depending on individual cases. So therefore, perfect matching, including all the area of plastic worm, is not a good idea because it is not possible to adapt the cases where the shape is changed. So therefore, to solve this issue, we decompose the entire shape of the plastic worm into pieces to see which part of the plastic worm is found in the image. And as a result of accumulation of the evidence of pieces that corresponds to plastic worm, we can find plastic worm even if the shape is different, but the species is the same. So that's the idea. But of course, there is a limitation on this algorithm in case that there exists a very little difference between species. but currently we haven't solved this problem yet. So therefore, we are going to apply a hybrid method, taking the matching between visual part matching with spatial information. So in order to take such issue into account. So therefore, this is a ongoing study, and current result of detection accuracy is about around 70 to 80%, and that is not, of course, unsatisfactory for doctors. So therefore, we are going to improve the algorithm so that we can achieve 190, and that will be enough for maybe doctors for preliminary diagnosis. So let me answer your question.
Thank you very much. Anyone? Oh.
Hello, sir. That was a great presentation. Thank you. How different is video processing from image processing?
So quickly speaking, the difference between image processing
So can we say that they are just two sides of the same coin? Like,
sorry?
sir, can we say that image processing and video processing are not two different fields?
Well, image processing and video processing is almost the same. And the matter is we should take temporal features into account in video processing. So for example, let's suppose the surveillance video analysis. So what we want to do is to detect some human actions that will be initiated to be a criminal action or something like that.
Yeah.
So in such case, with static image analysis, something like detection of a human and detection of a hand is not the best solution to detect human action. So human action is of course movement of arm or leg or something like that. So therefore we have to take temporal aspect into account to classify and identify what kind of behavior he or she is taking. So that's the primary difference between image processing and video processing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. The second eminent speaker that we have amongst us is Professor B.K. Gupta, sir. He is from the EAFM department from the University of Rajasthan, and sir has more than 30 years of teaching experience at this university. And let me tell you, we have supervised more than 2 dozens of PhDs. So he has immense experience, and I'm sure you're going to be really benefited with his talk. Over to B.K. Gupta, sir.
Good afternoon to all. My topic is opportunity challenges related to e-business. Nowadays the e-business is increasing manifold in our economy. Although in total trade volume it is having the least proportion, but it is increasing day by day. 2 years before it was having only 8% share. Nowadays crossing 15% of the trade volume in our economy. And if you see in your locality, every time one or two persons related to e-business are moving around, because here the trader provides the shipment or the home delivery to the buyer. No doubt a number of benefits are there with the e-business, but as well as a number of challenges are also there. I will try to focus on the benefits, and later on in the next speech, our HOD man will tell about the challenges towards the e-business. If we see in the e-business, it is very easy or it is very convenient to make a purchase. Suppose I have to purchase a product and I go to the market. First it is a difficult task from where I can purchase this product. आप प्रैक्टिकली देखिए, अगर मैं एक प्रोडक्ट खरीदना है, फर्स्ट वी कलेक्ट द डेटा फ्रॉम वेयर दिस इज अवेलेबल एट विच शॉप इट इज अवेलेबल. It is very difficult job. But in case of a business, we can search on the internet. Number of traders are there. They are advertising their product in different ways about their specifications, etc. And we can decide which one is better. And if you want to make a comparison towards various products of the various traders, it is also easily available, which is not available in the traditional market. आप देखिए कई बार traditional market में I have purchased a product, but later on I found after 2 or 3 days that there are other more specification product is also available at a comparatively low price, but I have no way. But in case of a business, it is very convenient and easy. Secondly, it offers the data sheets. Number of options are available with related to the similar product. A number of sheet is there, you can make comparison about the specification, about the cost, about the delivery schedule or terms and conditions, warranty period, etc. Similarly, when we search on the internet, number of times we found those products which are not वेंडर को सबसे बड़ा फायदा है कि वो ऑल ओवर द ग्लोब अपने वेंडर अपने कस्टमर्स को उसके साथ अटैच कर सकता है. तो नए नए कस्टमर अटैच होने से वॉल्यूम ऑफ बिजनेस आल्सो इंक्रीज. इसके अलावा वारंटी इंफॉर्मेशन, हालांकि नाउ दिस टाइम दिस वारंटी इशू इज बिकमिंग क्रूशियल. इन केस ऑफ ए बिजनेस, द सप्लायर और द प्रोड्यूसर प्रोवाइड्स द वारंटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट कि whatever the terms and conditions related to warranty are there, the manufacturer will provide it. But if you see the newspapers of 2 or 3 days before, number of manufacturers have denied to provide the warranty of those products which are sold through e-business. If suppose it happens, it will be a great challenge before the e-business, and the trade volume can go down to the larger extent because some companies claim that whatever is supplied by the e-business dealers, these are not the original products. As well as in case of e-business, there is least inventory cost. Inventory management cost is very less because the e-business dealer have a direct connectivity with the suppliers, with the vendors or the producers, and if the order is received, the order is referred or the transferred to the respective vendor, and vendor directly ship the product to the real customer. So no inventory management cost is there. In case of traditional marketing system, there is a high amount of inventory management cost. If you are the student of commerce, everyone know about the economic order quantity and related to the cost of that. But in case of e-business, the inventory management cost is very less because no need to keep the stock. As well as with the help of e-business, we can know or we can evaluate the consumer habits very easily, because whatever the consumer is searching, that data automatically reaches to the vendor, and accordingly the vendor can plan to the respective products which will be made available later on the site, so that the customer can get the product. Although in case of traditional business also this feature is available but to a limited extent. For example, at a shop, मान लीजिए दिन में 4-5 कस्टमर एक साथ एक प्रोडक्ट को डिमांड करने आए and no relevant product is available, so day after or tomorrow the product will be made available at the shop, because the shopkeeper can earn the profit only when can satisfy the needs of the customer. But in case of a business, it is comparatively larger and the vendor can increase the volume of sale. As well as competence, if more than two vendors are available on the internet related to e-business, only those who can provide the better customer services can compete in the market, can provide better services, can get better revenue. If you cannot prove your competence, definitely you will be sufferer. तो यहाँ कॉम्पिटेंस को भी शो करने का टाइम है. आप कॉम्पिटेंस शो करिए, relative volume of sale will increase and you can earn the higher amount of profits and you can make happy your customers. आप देखिए, जब भी आप कोई प्रोडक्ट खरीदते हैं बिजनेस से, immediately on that moment of the another day, the vendor asks about your rating, whether you are satisfied with the performance related to the order, delivery, and then later on satisfaction. तो आप रेटिंग करिए. वो जनरली 1 to 10 की सीक्वेंस में आपसे रेटिंग मांगते हैं. जिसकी रेटिंग बेटर आती है, definitely customer is satisfied. तो shopkeeper or the vendor can evaluate their performance very easily on the basis of this ranking method, whether the customer is satisfied or not. If it is satisfied, definitely in long run we can get the advantage of it. And 24 hours, 365 days, the system is open. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि साहब संडे इसलिए हॉलीडे है, आज ये दिवाली है, ये होली है, इस तरह का कोई हॉलीडे नहीं. 24 hours by 365 days, the business process continues and we can sell our product across the world. As well as this method is economical. Economical क्यों? There is no need of physical stock. If physical stock is not there, there is less expenditure on the insurance premium as well as infrastructure facilities. So this method is comparatively economical. Like met with a vendor who is also related to the e-business in Jaipur. मैंने उससे ऐसी बात की, one product which I have purchased through e-business, the same product was available on that shop. मैंने उससे पूछा कि भाई ये आपके अभी मिल जाएगा जो मैंने उससे वेबसाइट से खरीदा था. वो कहता है साहब, daily I get the orders, in the evening I ship all the orders. तो हमें फिर ना तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की जरूरत है, ना इन्वेंटरी मैनेजमेंट की जरूरत है, ना इंश्योरेंस की जरूरत है, ना उसका पर्सनल एम्प्लॉय करने की जरूरत है. दिस इज द मोस्ट इकोनॉमिकल मेथड. इकोनॉमिकल में नेक्स्ट एडवर्टाइजमेंट मार्केटिंग कॉस्ट कंपैरेटिवली इन ई-बिजनेस आर वेरी लेस. आप देखिए इन दिनों दिवाली के टाइम पर न्यूज़पेपर का वॉल्यूम बढ़ता जा रहा है. जो पहले 20 पेज का आता था वो 25 का हो गया, 25 से 50 हो गया. आज का पत्रिका तो 48 पेज का है, 48 पेज का. और अगर आप उसमें देखें तो 70% कवरेज में केवल एडवर्टाइजमेंट है. तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट कॉस्ट इज वेरी हाई इन द ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस. आप देखिए एक ही प्रोडक्ट के 4 एडवर्टाइजमेंट है. बट इन केस ऑफ ई बिजनेस इट इज कंपैरेटिवली वेरी लेस, वेरी इकोनॉमिकल, एज वेल एज नो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, मेजर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट इज देयर. हालांकि शिपमेंट पर अपने को कॉस्ट पे करनी पड़ती है, लेकिन अगर उसे हम दूसरे और मोड के माध्यम से कंपेयर करें तो कंपैरेटिवली लेस. एज वेल एज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द कस्टमर वी कैन गिव अ लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. आप देखिए जब कस्टमर ऑर्डर करता है तो उसका नेम, एड्रेस, कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर, उसकी सारी डिटेल अपन ले लेते हैं. तो लेटर ऑन उसे कहीं कोई मैसेज भेजना हो, कहीं कोई प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बताना हो, कहीं और कुछ कनेक्टिविटी करनी हो, तो डेटा बड़े हमारे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है। आप देखिए फ्री में डेटा कलेक्ट हो जाता है। अदरवाइज इन द अर्लियर टाइम्स कलेक्शन ऑफ डेटा वाज ए वेरी बिग जॉब, मतलब नॉट सो इजी। डेटा कलेक्ट करने पर ही हमें लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ कॉस्ट पेयर करनी पड़ती थी और उसमें भी करेक्ट डेटा आएगा ये डाउटफुल है। जैसे मान लीजिए मैं क्वेश्चन या मेथड के थ्रू या इंफॉर्मेशन मेथड के थ्रू डेटा कलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ और मैं आपके पास आया, आपसे पूछा मैंने नेम, एड्रेस, डेट ऑफ बर्थ, मोबाइल नंबर, आई एम इन डाउट कि आप सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मुझे सही देंगे और हो सकता है मैं 10 लोगों से मिलूं, मुझे 2 ही इंफॉर्मेशन दें। बट इन केस ऑफ दिस बिजनेस दिस डेटा इज कलेक्टेड वेरी इजीली। As well as we can expand the market and एक ही प्रोडक्ट को पर मल्टीपल साइट्स पर शो करके ज्यादा वॉल्यूम रन कर सकते हैं। तो these are the big amount of benefits with related to the e-commerce and it is continuously divided। पर इसमें सबसे बड़ा जो सेटबैक है इन द इंडियन मार्केट कि हमारे यहाँ लेवल ऑफ एजुकेशन, नॉलेज ऑफ द कंप्यूटर एज वेल एज बैंकिंग सपोर्ट एक्टिविटीज कंपैरेटिवली हमारे यहाँ कम है। अभी आप देखिए 1/3 पॉपुलेशन तो हमारी इलिटरेट है, जिनसे तो अपन एजुकेशन ही नहीं कर सकते। जो एजुकेटेड हैं उनमें कितना वो कंप्यूटर नॉलेज है, फिर उनके पास कंप्यूटर इक्विपमेंट्स हैं, फिर उनकी बैंक कनेक्टिविटी है। अगर ये सारे फीचर मिलते हो तो ये बिजनेस का काम कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज नहीं कर सकते। तो अभी इसमें बहुत डेवलपमेंट की संभावनाएं बहुत है, लेकिन ये डेवलपमेंट तभी संभव है जब बेटर क्वालिटी, कमिटमेंट, आफ्टर सेल सर्विस और राइट प्रोडक्ट एट द राइट टाइम, ये सब चीजें इसमें जोड़ दी जाए तो ये ज्यादा बेटर होगा। अदरवाइज आई फील कि जिस तरह से 2-3 दिन पहले जो न्यूज आई है, अगर उसको करेक्ट मान लिया जाए किसी भी रूप में, कंपनी ने क्लेम किया, स्पेशली द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कंपनीज, कि व्हाटएवर द e-business companies are supplying to their customers, these are not the original products and we will not have any guarantee or warranty related to that product। अगर सपोज ये हो गया तो e-business का मार्केट एक साथ नीचे आ जाएगा, क्योंकि इंडिया में कनेक्टिविटी पॉजिटिव बहुत स्लो रेट से चलती है, नेगेटिव कनेक्टिविटी बहुत फास्ट चलती है। आप देखिए, आप एक को मैसेज दीजिए, पता लगा वो 500 को पहुंच गया, और पॉजिटिव में एक को दीजिए 2, 4, 6 होने में बहुत टाइम लगता है। तो इसमें बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज, हालांकि मैडम इस पर ज्यादा हाईलाइट करेंगी चैलेंजेस पर, बट मेरे जो ध्यान में अभी आया कि सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज इस समय यही है जो एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था। अभी तक तो हम मार्केट में ही इस तरह की बात करते थे कि साथ डुप्लीकेट प्रोडक्ट मिलते हैं, अगर ये बिजनेस में भी अगर ये मिलने लगे तो शायद हमारी इकोनॉमी के लिए एक सेटबैक रूप में भी हो सकता है। आपने मुझे टाइम दिया, कॉल किया, तो उसके लिए धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, Professor V.K. Gupta, sir. And the third speaker for this session, we have Professor Shama Agrawal, ma'am. She has been the head of the department for EAFM, University of Rajasthan. And ma'am has a very, very vast experience. She has been a member among the NAT committee, among the UTC committees, and more than 8 books have been authored by her. She has many research papers, I think more than 50 research papers to her credit. So I really welcome you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
First of all, my gratitude, heartfelt gratitude to Biyani group of institutions who have been very cordial and kind to invite me to deliver talk on this very crucial issue, that is e-governance, e-business challenges and opportunities. I am also thankful to Professor Yoshitaka, who has given a very elusive and very elaborate talk on the application of electronics and communication on the actual perception of the diseases which are prevalent in leukemia. Professor B.K. Gupta has been very extensive in explaining the things and in explaining the opportunities available through e-business, and I am here to give a few minutes talk on challenges of e-business. I have no doubts in the application of computers, in the application of electronic system in the day-to-day science activities, in the day-to-day humanitarian development which is taking place in the present system in the universe at present. The e-business मैं आपसे दो शब्द हिंदी में बात करना चाहती हूँ। कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन, ये हमारी गीता का उपदेश है। इसको कुरान में भी कहा गया है, इसको पारसी में भी कहा गया है, और इसको किसी भी धर्म में अपने तरीके से परिभाषित किया गया है। कर्म के बिना किसी जीवन की सफलता नहीं हो सकती। मैं इस बात को यहाँ इसलिए कहना चाहती हूँ कि मेरा जो टॉपिक है वो एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स एंड एथिकल वैल्यू सिस्टम दैट शुड बी डेवलप्ड बिफोर यूजिंग द ई-बिजनेस, दैट इज माय टॉपिक। How to use e-business, when to use e-business, why to use e-business, why not to use e-business, how important is e-business, and what fragmentation it is giving in the present life society while we are using e-business. मैं आप सब लोगों के पास में मोबाइल है? How many of you have mobile? Everyone. Very nice. So make it more practical. How many of you have electronic devices? I mean 3G data, 4G data. सबके पास है? Very nice. So can you buy at this time something like shoes or say lipstick or anything else? Yes? Very nice. Now write down two things in your electronic device. Write down. Take out your mobiles. To make it more practical, मैं आपको एक कोड दे रही हूँ, वो आप अपने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस में लिखिए और जो आपका सबसे चहेता है उसको भेज दीजिए। कोड में दे रही हूँ, पाँव छू लेने दो फूलों को इनायत हो। पाँव छू लेने दो फूलों को इनायत होगी। So all of you have started writing. Very nice. But if you send this thing without being present in front of your beloved or whosoever, can you make the sense of it? नहीं। इसी का दूसरा एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको देती हूँ। तस्वीर तेरी दिल मेरा बहला न सकेगी, आराम वो क्या देगी जो तड़पा न सकेगी। So what I need to say here is, we all are very perfect in buying the decisions, making the decisions, making all the comparisons, all the systems, isn't it? But how emotional we are, every human being is a combination of cells of how many cells in your brain? Can you make every judgment by your brain? Don't apply your heart and only use your brain? No. So using as a tool to this system is very good, but we have to be very perfect in our capacity of being a human being. Only human beings have this capacity of questioning the things. What to do, when to do, how to do, who is to do, where to do, where not to do. अगर आप क्लास में इंटरनेट यूज करेंगे और टीचर आपको पढ़ा रहा है तो क्या होगा? टीचर की प्रेजेंस, किसी भी समय में टीचर की प्रेजेंस को इनएफेक्टिव बताया गया है क्या? टीचर जो आपके सामने प्रेजेंट है और जो आपको पढ़ा रहा है उसकी वही इंपॉर्टेंस है। वो अपने भाव से, भंगिमा से, अपने बयानों से, अपने एग्जाम्पल्स के माध्यम से जो आप तक पहुंचाना चाहता है वो हर टीचर की यूनिकनेस होती है, वही पहुंचा सकता है। कोई इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया आपको वो सब कुछ नहीं दे सकता। मैं इसके बैड एडवांटेजेस में एक बात और बता रही हूँ। आप लोग रोज देखते हैं 5 बच्चे बैठ करके और पेरेंट्स भी बैठ करके डाइनिंग टेबल पर शाम को क्या करते हैं? क्या करते हैं? बेटा अपनी चैट कर रहा है, बेटी अपनी चैट कर रही है। मेरे पास पैसा है तो मैं कुछ खरीद लेती हूँ, मेरे पास पैसा है तो मैं कुछ खरीद लेता हूँ। माँ बाप अगर जरूरत है तो भगवान जी के सामने थोड़ी देर राम राम कर लेते हैं। हमारे जैसे मॉडर्न है तो हम भी कुछ खरीद लेते हैं, ठीक है ना? परंतु क्या खरीदना आपको सेटिस्फेक्शन देता है? मैंने इसकी यूटिलिटी के बारे में कुछ नहीं कहा। इट हैज ट्रिमेंडस यूटिलिटी in science, it has tremendous utility in all aerospace system, it has tremendous utility in medical sciences, it has tremendous utility, but in trade, I am concerned here as well in trade, and I am going to give you the bad sides of the trade which you are having through this. आपने अभी क्या सुना है? बहुत जल्दी से बिग बास्केट। कौन खरीद रहा है बिग बास्केट से? किसका ऐड आ रहा है बिग बास्केट में? शाहरुख खान का। सही है? तो क्या मेरी शाहरुख खान जितनी खरीदने की कैपेसिटी है? आपके पीछे एग्जाम्पल लगा हुआ है, किसका लगा हुआ है? अमिताभ बच्चन, है ना? और अमिताभ बच्चन सर के जो बहुत डिस्मल एज था, जो बहुत खराब पीरियड उन्होंने निकाला, वो हमेशा उस खराब पीरियड एज को शेयर करते हैं। कितने लोगों ने सुना उसे? क्योंकि हम सब में बाइंग कैपेसिटी नहीं होने के बावजूद हम होड़ में कोई चीजें खरीद रहे हैं। वो क्यों खरीद रहे हैं ये हम अपने आप से क्वेश्चन नहीं करना चाहते। इसका एक बात मैं आपको भारतीय संस्कृति से इस हिसाब से कहना चाहती हूँ कि भारतीय संस्कृति किसमें डिवाइडेड है? 4 वर्गों में डिवाइडेड है। ब्रह्मचर्य, गृहस्थ, वानप्रस्थ और संन्यास। ब्रह्मचर्य कितने से कितने वर्ष का होता है?
25
सबको मालूम है 25 वर्ष का होता है। 1 साल से लेकर के 0 से लेकर के 25 साल का ब्रह्मचर्य है, जो सिमट करके अब 14 साल पर आ गया। We have to rethink our system, you know. These are ethical values where we are thinking. हमारा गृहस्थ कहाँ से बढ़ गया? लीगल और इलीगल सिस्टम जितने भी हैं वो बढ़ करके 14 से 16 साल से लेकर के 60 साल तक हमारी सेटाइटी का पॉइंट नहीं आता। We live where? We live by this system only. What is needed? हमारे को क्या आवश्यकता है? हम केवल इसलिए जी रहे हैं और हम कुछ छोड़ना नहीं चाहते। जितना ज्यादा से ज्यादा मिल जाए वो लेना चाहते। तीसरा जो हमारा एज ग्रुप है वो है वानप्रस्थ। और वानप्रस्थ में संन्यास तो ऑलरेडी सिमट करके वानप्रस्थ में खत्म हो गया है, क्योंकि संन्यास की तो कोई सीमा बचती नहीं है। इतना स्वाध्याय और इतना ध्यान किसी में करने की कैपेसिटी नहीं है कि वानप्रस्थ के बाद संन्यास मिल जाए। The highest large state of human being is grahast. So grahast also we have concentrated on which part? पर 35 साल तक कोई गृहस्थ जीवन में फंसना नहीं चाहता। These are the bad effects of this system. और फॉरेन कंट्रीज का तो एग्जाम्पल ही आप बिल्कुल छोड़ दीजिए, because America is the country, all developed countries are the countries which are utilizing 75% of the resources of the whole world, and rest of the 25% resources are left for the whole world. Why we are looking at them? Why we are looking at them? Science consumes not even 1/20th part of technology. We are consuming major part of technology. 4G data, 3G data, this data, that data, for whom it is available. MBBS डॉक्टर की आज जिंदगी में कोई यूटिलिटी नहीं बच गई है। और आप अगर जरा सा फीवर भी है, जो कि एक गिलोय के साधारण ट्रीटमेंट से ठीक हो सकता है, तो उसके लिए 25,000 का ट्रीटमेंट इसलिए देते हैं ताकि सारे टेस्ट करा लें। एंड फॉर डॉक्टर्स इट हैज बिकम अ प्रोफेशन। यस्टरडे देयर वाज अ न्यूज कि अगर हम जो एंटी ड्रग्स जो हैं, अगर वो नहीं लेते हैं तो उसका कितना बुरा असर अमेरिका पर पड़ेगा। अगर हम इक्विपमेंट्स नहीं खरीदते हैं तो उसका कितना बुरा असर दूसरे कंट्री पर पड़ेगा। फॉर whom we are living for them, our egos are living for them, or we are living for this country. So what I mean to say, दूसरी मैं एक चर्चा और करना चाहती हूँ आपको। Due to this excessive utilization of system in commerce and trade, what negative effects we are getting on the family system? The rate of divorce has gone very high. In Bombay, I have learned and studied a very good research. 60% divorce rate is there, and we all are responsible for this divorce rate. Why and how we are responsible? Let me tell you. जितने ज्यादा रिसोर्सेज आपके पास अवेलेबल है, उतना लगता है पहले ह्यूमन बीइंग में मैन कमाता था फैमिली के लिए और विमेन काम करती थी फैमिली के लिए। दैट इज ट्रस्टीशिप theory of Mahatma Gandhi, and this trusteeship theory is not of Mahatma Gandhi. This trusteeship theory has come from ancestors. If you are living for your life for yourself, you are not living at all. You are a creature. If you are living for your life for others, then you are a human. So that is what bad effects of your overutilization of the resources is this. इसीलिए मैं कहना चाहती हूँ, दूसरा क्या है? किसी चीज को प्राप्त कर लेना बड़ा आसान है, उसको यूटिलाइज करना। आप एक पेयर ऑफ शूज खरीदते हैं, कितने दिन चलते हैं? कितने दिन चलते हैं? How many of you have more than 3 pairs of shoes? All of you, I know. All of you have more than 3 pairs of shoes, which you don't require at all. Who is going to control this, say, greed? Who is going to control this greed? Greed comes from where? Greed comes from your brain. The hunger comes from your brain. So let's move back towards the ancient philosophy of living through our life दूसरी बात, मैं आपको एक बात और बताना चाहती हूँ कि बिना काम करे भगवान ने आपके हाथ क्यों बनाए हैं? आपके और मेरे, किसी के भी आपके हाथ क्यों बनाए हैं? To work. If you are not going to work, your hands will get reduced, you know, your fingers will get shortened, and your brain, this is the development, geological development shows that brain is going bigger and bigger, the human being is getting shorter and shorter. This is geological development phase. So if we are overutilizing our brain also, we are not moving in the right direction. We are moving backward in the human journey. What I mean to say, only 4% of the utilization of brain is permissible, and if you overutilize your brain, you are going to be mentally disturbed. So don't get yourself disturbed. Another big disease which is prevalent in the developed countries. One big disease which is prevalent in the developed countries is अकेलापन. मैं अकेली हूँ, आ जाओ, मैं अकेला हूँ, यहाँ मिलते हैं. और आज मैं क्यों? क्योंकि हमने सोशल सिस्टम को पीछे छोड़ दिया. ना हम माँ बाप की केयर करते हैं, ना हम बच्चों की केयर करते हैं प्रॉपर्ली. बच्चों को क्रैक्स में डाल देते हैं, 500 की जगह 5000 देते हैं और सोचते हैं कि बच्चे को बहुत अच्छी वैल्यूज मिल रही है. The human development which takes up to the age of 6 years cannot be given by any person who is paid. तो 6 साल तक का डेवलपमेंट कोई दूसरा नहीं दे सकता जितना कि माँ बाप दे सकते हैं. और मुझे इस बात को कहने में बहुत दुख नहीं है. हमारी जो इकोनॉमी है हाइपरबोलिक सिस्टम में जीती है. हाइपरबोलिक सिस्टम में जीती है का मतलब मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि जब कोई नई चीज आती है बहुत तेजी से एक्सेप्ट करती है, बहुत तेजी से एक्सेप्ट करके टॉप पे पहुंचती है, बहुत तेजी से उसके कमियां भी हमारे सामने आनी चालू हो जाती हैं. और क्योंकि हमारी इकोनॉमी क्या है, बहुत बड़ी है. कुछ लोग कहते हैं ये दुख का विषय है, मैं कहती हूँ बहुत खुशी का विषय है कि 45% ऑफ आवर पॉपुलेशन इज यंग पॉपुलेशन. China is very good, but China is deteriorating. Why China is deteriorating? It has certain bad policies in its upbringing. In India, everything gets settled down. मेरे स्टमक में कोई खराब चीज चली गई वो भी सेटल हो जाती है, कोई बाहर से आयात हो गई वो भी सेटल हो जाती है. इकोनॉमी में बाहर से इन्फिल्ट्रेशन होकर के बहुत सारे जबोंग आ गए और पेटीएम आ गए, और जब उसके डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन सामने आने लग गए कि क्या होता है, हैक हो जाते हैं. अभी तो बैंक्स को ही बड़ी समस्या हो रही है. क्या हो रहा है, डेबिट कार्ड्स और क्रेडिट कार्ड्स हैक हो रहे हैं. तो आप और हम सब मनी कहाँ सुरक्षित रखेंगे? बैंक सुरक्षित नहीं है, पोस्ट ऑफिस सुरक्षित नहीं है, घर के लॉकर सुरक्षित नहीं है. क्यों सुरक्षित नहीं है घर के लॉकर? क्योंकि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट मास जो है बहुत ज्यादा. चोरी करने और कोई नहीं आता. इंसान दुनिया में पैदा चोर नहीं होता, चोर यही बनते हैं और परिस्थितियां उनको बनाती हैं. तो my all these submissions for you is just to tell you that you have what? You have brain, you have time, you should be the master of your everything. Not any device should take you as it's the lead role and you be the second person. Hold everything in your hand, तभी आप इन दरकते रिश्तों को दोबारा से साकार कर सकते हैं. कोई इकोनॉमी केवल फंड्स पे नहीं चलती. किस पे चलती है इकोनॉमी? आपके और मेरे रिश्तों के ऊपर चलती है. रिश्तों में हम एक दूसरे के लिए सैक्रिफाइस भी करते हैं और एक दूसरे के लिए कम खा करके भी जी सकते हैं. कम खाने से अभी तक मौत कोई 2-4 की नहीं होगी, और ज्यादा खाने से मौत डेली हो रही है। तो इसलिए ओवर एक्सेसिव, ओवर यूटिलाइजेशन, ओवर दिस थिंग एंड थ्रू ई-कॉमर्स should be avoided in my opinion। अगर आप एक टमाटर लेके आते हैं और जो खुशी आपको खुद को मिलती है घर के लिए, अगर केवल 1 किलो टमाटर लेके आते हैं और जो खुशी आपको मिलती है वो जबोंग से मंगा करके या वो कौन सा हांडी.com से मंगा करके, खाना आप खुद बनाइए। ये बात अलग है कि समय परिस्थिति के अनुसार मेल एंड फीमेल बोथ आर रेस्पॉन्सिबल टू हैव देयर ड्यूटीज इन द हाउस, परंतु अगर आप मिल के बनाते हैं तो उसकी खुशी अलग होती है। बाहर से मंगा लेते हैं तो ब्रेन क्या करेगा, इस खाने में ये कमी है, इस खाने में ये कमी है, इस खाने में ये स्वाद अच्छा नहीं है, इसमें हींग डालना। जब खुद बनाते हैं तो कहते हैं हींग नहीं डाली, कोई बात नहीं। सो दिस इज मेंटल पीस which is not going to come from any trade, any system. I have written down many things, but I am not going to give it to you because it's just the theory part which I have written here. If you allow me to give 5 minutes, then I can show you all definitions, this, that, what is available, what is not. These are my first-hand information from my heart, which is I am giving to my youngsters for their whole life system. Thank you.
Any questions, please, from among the audience? Yes. Can somebody hand over the mic to the student? And we have a few queries. Yeah. Please raise your hand, the person who had a query. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. It was a pleasure listening to you. I'm Pallavi Chaudhary, research scholar. My area of research being entrepreneurial finance. As the topic is e-commerce and it's a developing economy and the developing sector as well. But I still doubt about the sustainability of the e-commerce. It is a bullish investor sentiment which is giving lots of funds to these big giants, and they have lot of funds to their disposal, so they are applying it mindlessly to marketing. But at the end of the day, a time has to come when they have to self-sustain themselves. So what basically I doubt is what is that particular one thing on which the self-sustainability of these e-commerce will depend in future.
आप जानना चाहते हैं कि ई कॉमर्स से सेल्फ सस्टेनेबिलिटी कैसे मेंटेन की जा सकती है?
My question is कि मैम ये जैसे Flipkart, Amazon and these जो e-commerce है,
I hope you know that all of them are running in losses.
नहीं, exactly this is the question. Ma'am, they have a longer break-even period. Like Flipkart is expected to be a break-even in early 2017 and not yet has a break-even. So my question is कि मैम जब तक they are getting a huge amount of funds from investors, they are able to put it in marketing. But what if one day the investor sentiment goes bearish, and how will the money come to them? What should be the policy? Like there should be huge mass or economies of scale. What has to be that one thing on which these e-commerce will sustain themselves?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं आपको अपना बैकग्राउंड बता दूं तो ज़्यादा ठीक रहेगा। आई एम एन एक्स मेंबर ऑफ जयपुर स्टॉक एक्सचेंज लिमिटेड and I have traded myself for at least 5 years, and my research is on credit rating of securities, and that's why now I am coming to your point. What is a company? You all know. Now how it becomes bullish? It's your perception. How long it will go bullish? That is again a big problem. जब तक हम एवरेज रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट से ज्यादा की डिमांड सोचते रहेंगे कि ये हमें मिलेगा, ये हमें मिलेगा, ये हमें मिलेगा, दैट कंपनी विल बिकम बुलिश। all your sentiments are making the company bullish.
Exactly, true.
And once that point comes, when your expectations stop there, then it becomes bearish. And once, इसके लिए मैं एक छोटी सी कहानी आपको सुना सकती हूँ कि $50 मिलियन का नोट था एक बंदे के पास में, बाजार में गया, बोला सामान लाओ, तो लोगों ने कहा $50 मिलियन नोट है, हम किसी भी दिन चुका देंगे। लक्ष्मी जी ने अपनी महिमा बताने की कोशिश की। $50 मिलियन नोट है सर, आप कभी भी चुका देंगे, so we don't need. How the infrastructure companies are coming up in India. But now what has happened? Infrastructure companies ने जिन्होंने पैसा लगाया वो उससे रिटर्न मांगने लगे। So one day लक्ष्मी जी said कि अब मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ क्या होता है। वो $50 मिलियन नोट निकाल के ले गई। अगले दिन कोई पहुंचा कि सर मुझे पैसे की जरूरत है, इतना सा दे दीजिए। उसने जेब में हाथ डाला, वो $50 मिलियन नोट नहीं था। उसने कहा मैं कल दे दूंगा। As soon as you say मैं कल दे दूंगा, your creditworthiness goes down. Once your creditworthiness goes down, your all liquidity vanishes. And automatically when the news, earlier the news spread was very poor, nowadays the news spread is very fast. As soon as the news spreads that it is there, then everything comes down. The same thing, दूसरी बात यही है मैंने आपको जो बताई कि अगर इंडिया में 7 to 8% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट चल रहा है, आपकी उम्मीद उससे ज्यादा है, तो हो सकता है आप किस्मत वाले हैं तो एक बार मिल जाए, 2 बार मिल जाए, 3 बार मिल जाए, परंतु कोई मार्केट उससे ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा दिन तक सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकता। सेकेंड थिंग इन माय ओपिनियन, लेट मी टेल यू अगेन, व्हाट इज अंबानी? हमारा कर्जदार है, हमारे ऊपर किसी का कर्जा नहीं है, आपके ऊपर है, मेरे ऊपर किसी का कर्जा नहीं। So who is Ambani? I am one of the shareholder of that company. उसकी अगर मान लीजिए एंटालिया बनी हुई है, he is not satisfied even there. What the other companies are? आप सब shareholders हैं उस कंपनी के। You are equally important part of that company. अगर आप 100 लोग मिल जाएं, कंपनी को हिला सकते हैं। एक रॉन्ग न्यूज स्प्रेड कर दीजिए, कंपनी 2 दिन में नीचे आ जाएगी। पॉलिटिशियंस, दे आर मेकिंग हमें बेवकूफ बना। अगर हम बेवकूफ बनने के लिए तैयार हैं तो कौन नहीं बनाएगा? अगर हम नहीं बनने के लिए तैयार हैं तो कोई नहीं बना सकता। और हमें ये सोचना है कि हम कितना बनने को तैयार हैं। देखिए समय परिस्थिति भी होती है, हमें ये देखना है कि हम कितना बेवकूफ बनने को तैयार हैं और कितना बनने को तैयार नहीं है। एंड दैट्स हाउ आई एम कमिंग अगेन बैक टू दी योर क्वेश्चन। जैसे ही आपको ये पता लग गया कि वो ब्रेक इवन पे भी नहीं है, तो आप उसको और फील क्यों करेंगे? स्टार्टअप कंपनियों की एक बढ़िया बात यही होनी चाहिए कि अपने कैपिटल पे कितना सरवाइव कर रही हैं, लोन लेके कैपिटल पे कितना सरवाइव कर रही हैं, और लोन अगर पब्लिक का है तो कितना सर्वाइवल की रेट है आपकी, लोन अगर इंडिविजुअल व्यक्ति का है तो कितना सर्वाइवल की रेट है। डू यू नो विजय माल्या है ना, किसका लोन है? किसका लोन है? बैंक्स का। बैंक्स किसके हैं? आपके और मेरे। क्या हम आज पूछ सकते हैं गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से कि क्यों ऐसे लोन्स को, इतने बड़े बड़े लोन्स को जो कि सिक्योर्ड लोन्स नहीं है, उतने बड़े बड़े लोन्स क्यों दिए जाते हैं? आज हम सब लोग यहाँ से एक क्वेश्चन रेज करें कि इतने बड़े बड़े लोन्स जो कंपनियों को दिए गए हैं, आपके और हमारे लोन्स तो 5% भी नहीं है। जो कंपनियों को बड़े बड़े लोन्स दिए गए हैं और 5-5 साल से डिफॉल्टर कंपनीज हैं, अपने लोन्स नहीं रिपेयर कर पा रही है, तो उनको क्या राइट है एंजॉय करने का जो पावर्स उनके पास है?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, for such an informative session. And to conclude, I would like to thank Yoshitaka sir for the commendable work on image processing that he is doing and integrating technology with the medical sciences, which is going to be very useful for the common man. Thank you, B.K. Gupta sir, for your valuable words, and thank you, Shama ma'am, for such wonderful, informative and energetic talk to our students. Thank you, ma'am. Over to the MC for the day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful session we had our eminent personalities. So we would like to show our heartfelt gratitude by giving them a huge round of applause to all. And we would like to pay a heartfelt gratitude to also Dr. Neha Pandey ma'am for handling the session very beautifully and effectively. Please give her a huge round of applause. Now it's time to honor to our great personalities. For this, I would like to invite on the stage our Honorable Professor Biyani sir and Professor P.C. Jangi sir for giving memento to our eminent speakers. Please welcome Professor Biyani sir and Professor P.C. Jangi sir on the stage. First of all, we would like to invite on the stage Professor Yoshitaka sir. Once again, big round of applause for Professor Yoshitaka sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your presence. Now, Professor Shama Agrawal ma'am. Please welcome Professor Shama Agrawal ma'am. Give her a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your valuable time to us. Now, last but not the least, B.K. Gupta sir. Please welcome Professor B.K. Gupta sir on the stage. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have with us our eminent speaker, Mr. Rizwan Sheikh, for third session with us today. So, for giving him welcome, we would like to request again Professor Biyani sir to present a floral welcome to our eminent speaker, Mr. Rizwan Sheikh sir, from Prestige Info Solutions, Mumbai. Please welcome Mr. Rizwan Sheikh. And again, we would like to request to Professor Biyani sir to present a floral welcome to our special guest, Mr. Rohit Jain, Central Head of Prestige Info Solutions at Jaipur branch. Please welcome Mr. Rohit Jain.
We are honored by our another eminent speaker, Mr. Arvind Hanvi, founder and CEO of Modi Group Jaipur. So now again I request Biyani sir to please welcome him. Thank you very much, sir. Now it's time for the lunch break. It's a humble request to all the dignitaries and guests to assemble in C block room number 301 with our volunteers for their lunch, and all the participants and commerce management IT students are requested to assemble and gather upstairs outside the lunch